Welcome back to another episode of Home Sweet Home Cooking. I am Rocky, your host, with my mother in her kitchen. Today's recipe is just going to be something fun, quick, and delicious. This is a hack on frozen drinks. Have you ever had people invited over, you want to do margaritas? Well, somebody wants a daiquiri. Oh, I want a pina colada, but then well, I gotta mix a whole pitcher. No, you don't. Get rid of the pitcher. What you need is your blender base and a pint small mouth jar with the blender base. Fill it with ice with what you want. My mom says she wanted a daiquiri, so we're going to start with a daiquiri. So those are for now. And approximately, depending on how heavy-handed you want the drinks to be, going to go 1/3 up the ice with the alcohol. In this case, rum for the daiquiri. Your daiquiri mix, I'm using Mr. and Mrs. T's. It's a decent mix. And do 2/3 up to the rest of it 2/3. You want yours with a little more punch?
Yeah. No, that's enough. I got more stuff to do.
So that's the nice thing about this is if you're mixing a pitcher, everybody's going to get the same strength and the same kind. But this, you put your if they want a little stronger, you can put a little more juice or a little more alcohol in it. Put your blender base on your pint jar, and on my blender, and my mom's blender, we did mix drinks in it the other day, and they're big chunks of ice. Hers does not handle the ice. It's just a standard blender with all the different buttons, where you got your pulse, 3 buttons on the pulse, and your different ones. Mine actually is an Oyster brand, Oster brand, whatever you want to call it. Oster, cheap from Walmart. It's a reversing motor technology, and it's got a pre-program for frozen drinks. It's going to spin, then it's going to reverse, then it's going to spin and reverse. You'll be able to hear that, and what that's doing is it's knocking the ice up and down in the column, and you're getting a better mix. So turn it on, and it's going to get loud.
I'm going to push his button.
And that's it. She has her drink.
And I don't care if he gets his.
She does not at all. Alright, I'm going to leave that in there for a second. Don't drip on the counter. Next person wants a margarita. So, same thing. You make your ice in your pint glass. Approximately 1/3 of tequila. Then you want to bring 2/3 of the margarita mix. Again, Mr. and Mrs. T's, just almost at the top of the ice. And I don't care if I get a little bit of strawberry in mine or not. I'm not that picky. Just make sure your gasket is all the way surrounded.
Thank you.
And you can drink right out of the pints too, so that's the other nice thing about this. You don't have glasses. Turn it on. And I've got myself, a slightly pink margarita because hers was in there. And then you got somebody who says, well, I'd like a pina colada, but I don't want a big one. So you don't fill the pint glass all the way up. You just put, half a glass of ice in there. And you do the same principle. Because you're measuring up the ice, not up the glass, you put 1/3, covering the ice 1/3 with the rum. And you're going to do covering up the rest of the ice, the 2/3, with, this is a Mr. and Mrs. T's too. Okay. The remainder of the ice with the pina colada mix. This one I didn't quite go all the way, so there's going to be a little more chunks in there. Some people don't want it quite as frothy. The frothier you get it, the harder it is to drink. You almost have to spoon it or definitely use a straw.
That's what I'm using.
Yep. Because I want hers a little extra frothy on hers. But that's it. Now you can see how, you can make more or less in each pint as, based on how much they want. And now we've got 3 different drinks. It took just a matter of a few minutes. And depending on, somebody wants a margarita, they get the margarita. Somebody wants the daiquiri, get the daiquiri. Somebody wants the pina colada, they'll get this. The best part is you get one jar at the beginning of the night. They take that jar with them the rest of the day. You can put a little band with their name on it or a colored rubber band, whatever. And they can mix their own. Just put up a bucket of ice, put out your drinks, leave the blender there. You don't have to do a whole pitcher. You don't have to try to figure out, well, how much ice do I need in this pitcher for one drink? Oh, that's too much. Oh, it wasn't enough. If you go by the pint, you can't go wrong. Or you can do it by the quart if you want. If you know you're going to be doing a quart, you can use a narrow mouth quart jar too. So you're not stuck to the whole quart or to the whole pitcher. So
I like the pitcher.
I do too. But what do you think of my little hack? You like that hack?
Uh-huh.
And there's nobody else here to drink the pina colada, so
That's too bad. It makes you really feel bad, huh?
makes me feel real bad that I don't have to drink 2 of these at 12:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday.
It's a good start.
So use this hack next time you want to do a frozen drink party at your house. Easy to do. Everybody gets to have what they want. You don't have to do one pitcher of margarita and then everybody suffer drinking margaritas. That you don't have to worry about somebody not wanting to have a big one. If they want a little one, or if they want a stronger or weaker, let them choose their own. But that's today's easy hack. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, like, and share. And we will see you on the next episode.